Nikola Jokić delivered yet another masterpiece, further solidifying his place among the all-time greats. The Denver Nuggets hosted the Phoenix Suns in a high-stakes showdown, and the reigning Finals MVP wasted no time showcasing his complete arsenal. With just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter, Jokić found himself unguarded beyond the arc and calmly buried a wide-open three, a testament to his ever-expanding skill set. Moments later, with 2 minutes remaining in the first, he connected with Russell Westbrook in the paint, setting up an effortless spin move and layup. Denver surged to a double-digit lead, with Jokić orchestrating the offense like a maestro. As the first quarter closed, the Serbian big man added another bucket, finishing the period with 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. This season, no other player has recorded more than one such quarter. Fast forward to the fourth quarter, where Denver maintained a 7-point lead. Jokić once again imposed his will in the paint, muscling his way to the rim for another basket. With every possession, history continued to unfold. This marked his 14th career game with at least 20 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists, tying the legendary Oscar Robertson. But the Suns refused to fade quietly. Devin Booker drilled a clutch three-pointer while drawing a foul, pulling Phoenix within 5. Moments later, Bradley Beal came up with a crucial steal and found Grayson Allen streaking toward the hoop, only for Christian Braun to rise up for a pivotal block. Booker, relentless as ever, corralled the loose ball and finished at the rim, tying the game at 120 apiece. On the ensuing Suns possession, Booker banked in another tough shot off the glass as the shot clock expired, bringing his tally to 34 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. But Denver had answers. Michael Porter Jr. jumped a passing lane, came away with a steal, and converted a layup in transition. With the game hanging in the balance, Jokić operated out of the post, drawing defenders before kicking it out to Braun, who nailed a clutch three to give the Nuggets a 125-122 advantage. Then, with just 1.4 seconds left in regulation, Kevin Durant rose up in the corner and drilled a contested three at the buzzer, sending the game into overtime in dramatic fashion. The Slim Reaper finished with 29 points and 9 rebounds, proving once again why he remains one of the league's most feared scorers. Overtime belonged to the two-time MVP. Jokić went to work in the paint, spinning past defenders for a go-ahead layup. Minutes later, he found Jamal Murray in his sweet spot on the wing, where the star guard calmly knocked down a floater. As the extra period wound down, Jokić orchestrated one final dagger play, dishing to Porter Jr., who rose up for a thunderous slam. The Nuggets ultimately prevailed in a thrilling 149-141 victory, with Jokić etching his name into the history books once more. In a post-game interview, Jokić reflected on his historic outing, downplaying the magnitude of his stat line. "I didn't really follow the stats," he admitted. "I had more. I was talking to a guy, and he told me. That was a quiet 30-20-20. And I said, that's probably true, because it didn't feel like I did anything out of the ordinary. Everything just flowed naturally." Jokic's performance wasn't just extraordinary, it was unprecedented. The Serbian sensation became the first player in NBA history to record a 30-20-20 game. NBA analyst Quentin Richardson weighed in on Jokic's brilliance. "I mean, this is just normal for Nikola Jokić at this point, right? We see him rack up triple-doubles all the time. But 30-20-20? That's absurd," he remarked. "It's never been done before. The only guys even in the conversation are Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. What Jokić is doing right now, he's on pace to be one of the greatest big men in the history of the game. No debate." The performance inevitably fueled the MVP conversation. Richardson continued, "It makes the debate more interesting for sure. Right now, I have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as my frontrunner. But if Jokić keeps delivering nights like this, it's going to be impossible to vote against him. His numbers are better than in his MVP seasons. Like Michael Malone said, Jokić is one of one. We have never seen a player like him before." While Jokic's dominance has the Nuggets positioned as a legitimate contender, questions remain about whether they pose the biggest threat to the top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. Richardson had his doubts. "I think it's still the Lakers," he said. "The Nuggets of Jokić, and he alone, is a game-changer." but I still have the Lakers as the biggest threat to OKC. His counterpart, however, pushed back. I hear you, the host responded. But with Jokić playing at this level, Denver has to be in the mix. And Jamal Murray is the X factor. He's been playing great lately. If he keeps that up, I might have to change my stance. As Denver prepares for a marquee matchup against OKC, another classic rivalry is set to take center stage. The Boston Celtics host the Los Angeles Lakers in a matchup rich with history and significance. The Lakers, riding an 8-game win streak, their longest since 2019-20, the year they won their last championship, look to continue their surge. Meanwhile, the Celtics, one of only 2 teams ranking in the top 5 in both offensive and defensive efficiency this season, aim to reassert their dominance. It marks the first time since 1985 that both teams enter a late-season showdown ranked in the top 2 of their respective conferences. Quentin Richardson outlined Boston's blueprint for victory. They have to attack in the pick and roll and force Luka Doncic to defend, he explained. They need to make him guard Tatum, Brown, or White. That's the key to wearing him down, so he has less energy on offense. When asked which number 2 seed has the best chance of reaching the finals, Richardson didn't hesitate. Boston, you don't bet against the champs. They've been here before. They know how to pace themselves, and they know when to turn it up. They're gearing up for a second-half push. As the NBA season continues to unfold, the narratives are growing even more compelling. With Jokić redefining what is possible for a center, the Lakers and Celtics renewing their legendary rivalry, and OKC emerging as a powerhouse, the league is on the verge of one of the most thrilling playoff races in recent memory. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride.